Hello, amazing parents. Hello there. Welcome to today's conversation. Welcome to the Equitable Parent Hub. You are welcome here. Welcome. My name is Ruth Ikhabomeh. I am the founder of the Equitable Parent Hub, and this is our weekend truth, weekend parenting conversation, weekend parenting truth. Okay, and today we are going to be seeing a very interesting topic, which is more important, which is the most likely focus, which is the best focus for you as a parent. Is it to raise a self-compliant child or a self-controlled child? So we are going to be seeing which is better, and you know the best already. The best is a child who is self-controlled for themselves, even when their parent is there, even when there's no authority figure with them, they will do the right thing. Okay, so you're welcome here. So why raising a self-controlled child is more empowering than raising an obedient child? Now, this may sound shocking, especially for disciplinarian homes where obedience is seen as the ultimate goal. Many disciplinarian homes, in fact, our parents, when I'm a disciplinarian, no, you cannot talk anyhow there, you cannot do anyhow there. Now, they want to raise children who are obedient, who are always yes sir, yes sir, yes my parents. They don't want children that say, mommy why, daddy why. They just want, their ultimate goal is to raise obedient children. But today we'll go deeper, because parenting is not just about control, it's about character. Parenting is about character. Okay, that's our focus on this platform. So let me say this with a truth many parents avoid. An obedient child behaves when you are watching, but a self-controlled child behaves even when no one is there. Even when they are alone out there, they behave themselves. So that is our goal, to be able to raise a self-controlled child. Obedience depends on supervision. Self-control depends on internal discipline. It is intrinsic. It is from the inside out. Okay, that is what self-control is about, and that should be our focus, to be able to raise children who are self-controlled. Children who can who can lead themselves, not the child that is, oh mommy is not here so I can do it, oh so daddy is not here so I can do it. And that mommy is here, they will just be like puppets. They are just performing. They are delivering all the things you want them to do. But when you are not there, they will start doing all the things you don't want them to do. That is not character. Okay, that is not the goal of an equitable parent. An equitable parent seeks to build a child that has character. Their discipline comes from inside out, not from outside in. Okay, and one day you will not always be there to monitor your child. That is the truth. You cannot always be there. Many of us, many times, in fact now you are not with them. They go to school from Monday to Friday, and you cannot go and sit down in their classes or sit down with them in their school compound. No, because that you are limited with your time with them is limited. So that is why you should focus on building self-control in your children. So the real question is, are we raising children who fear authority, or children who have inner regulation? So now let's define the difference. Obedience says, I will behave because mommy is here. I'll behave because daddy is here. I'll behave because my teacher is here. But self-control says, I will do what is right because it is right. Because it is right. That is our focus, to raise children who has. Obedience is external. Self-control is internal. Obedience is performance. It's the child is just performing. That is obedience. Okay, performance. But self-control is internal. The child knows that this is right. This is right to honor my parents. It is right to do the right thing. The child knows it. Not that, oh, they are honoring you because they will be slapped if they talk anyhow to you. No, they know it is the right thing to do because it is coming from the inside. Okay, and you are going to learn how to do all this and you join the Steward Tribers, how you'll be able to raise a child naturally that has all of this. Okay, obedience can be forced, and this is where many parents using tough love get it wrong. They focus on immediate compliance but forget long-term character. They forget that your time with them is limited. So our focus should not be, why is she not complying? Why, oh God, why am I failing not to raise a compliant child? No, that should not be your focus at all. It should not be focused on raising a compliant child, a child that is a yes, a people pleaser child. Let your child be self-controlled. Let your child be able to have an independent mind. Let them be able to lead themselves even when you are there or you are not around. Okay, so why self-control is more empowering? Self-control builds emotional regulation. Self-control builds emotional regulation. When a child learns self-control, they don't just stop bad behavior. They learn to manage anger, frustration, and impulses. So when your child focus on their, when they focus on when you focus on building your child's internal values, it will teach the child how to regulate themselves, how it is on them to behave themselves and not on you or not on the authority figure that's around them. They learn to manage their frustration and their impulses. Not every correction needs shouting. It's not every time you will be shouting, oh, keep quiet, shut up, oh, sit down. Some corrections need guidance. Okay, self-control protects children outside the home. Number 2, self-control protects children outside the home. An obedient child may listen at home but follow peer pressure outside. So that is why self-control protects children even outside the home. Self-control protects children even outside your home. So that is where you should be focused on. A child that can lead themselves, not just in your, not because mommy is hearing us or not because daddy is seeing us, no, but a self-controlled child can say no, this is wrong even when friends are watching. Okay, so that is the empowerment. Now thirdly, self-control builds responsibility, not fear. It builds responsibility, not fear. Okay, the fear produces temporary compliance, but responsibility produces lifelong discipline. When children understand consequences, they begin to own their actions. They know that, okay, this happened when this happened. But when you are just, when something happens, you just go there, hit them, slap them, knock them, punish them. They don't understand consequences. They just know that it's mommy will be hit, authority figures hit me, my teacher hits me. So that's how consequences work. But when nobody is there to hit them, they just become very unruly and every other negative attitude. So but self-control strengthens decision making. Number 4, self-control controls decision making. Strengthens decision making. Instead of waiting for instructions, a self-controlled child thinks before acting. They say, what is the right thing to do, not what will help me avoid punishment. So many of our children, they're just thinking, oh, what will make me, what will I do now that they will not punish me? So that child is always in fear because their parent is always triggered, always annoyed. So they're always thinking, what will I do now so that I will not be punished? That is not a good place for anybody to be. So now, parenting example that I want to give you, real life parenting example, is the child spills water intentionally. Okay, let's make it very practical. Your child spills water intentionally. An obedient, focused response. Stop that now. Don't you dare try it again. A self-controlled parent response is, water is not for playing on the floor. You will clean this and take a break from play. Okay, it is calm, it is firm. It is calm, it is firm, and it is intentional. You are not just stopping behavior, you are teaching responsibility. Now, the danger of raising only obedient children. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Some obedient children grow into adults who cannot make decisions. They cannot make decisions for themselves. They need somebody to help them. Fear authority. They fear authority. Hey, you mean that? Oh no. Even when it is against them, they cannot open their mouth and question what is happening. They'll be scared, always in fear, hide mistakes, struggle with pressure. Why? Because they were trained to comply, not to think, regulate, and stand firm. They were not trained to stand firm. Okay? But a self-controlled child becomes confident, responsible, emotionally secure, internally disciplined. Okay, that is a self-controlled child. Their discipline comes from inside out, is intrinsic, not obey me kind of child. Okay, how to start raising a self-controlled child? Practical steps you can start today. Correct behavior, not identity. So when you feel your child have made mistake or they have misbehaved, correct the behavior, not the identity. Stay calm instead of shouting. Explain consequences clearly. Allow natural consequences when appropriate. So it's not everything that happens that you should just jump into the scene and try to fix. Allow natural consequences when things happen, okay? So model self-control as a parent. Let your child see that you are self-controlled. Not every time they are shouting, you mean you did that? Oh, come here. You just land the child's lap, or you do something that the child know that you are struggling with controlling your own emotions. So, but when you model self-control as a parent, it will be learned as well, because children don't learn regulation from lectures. They learn it from observation. They learn from what you do. That's why you do what I say, not what I do. It doesn't work in parenting. They learn from observation. Your children are the people that are with you. The closest people with you is your children. So they absorb you, they absorb your emotion, they absorb your character, they absorb everything you are doing. Okay? So now, in closing, dear parents, your goal is not to raise a child who only says yes mommy out of fear. Okay, your goal is to raise a child who chooses what is right even when no one is watching. Obedience manages behavior. Self-control shapes identity. So your child who is self-controlled is likely to be more balanced about who they are. So you are not just raising a child, you are raising a future adult. And that future adult is somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's neighbor. And great character is not built through fear, but through consistent, firm, and grace-filled parenting. Okay? So I am a rooted parent, and I do not raise children through fear. I raise them through guidance, discipline, and emotional strength. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget about the Steward Tribers Program. That's why I was very happy, because it's just 1 month to our induction class. Okay, it's all just a month to our induction. So please book your slot, because we are currently onboarding intentional parents ready to raise responsible and emotionally grounded children. So see you in our next parenting truth session. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. See you in our class next week, Friday. Okay, and don't forget to book your slot. Join the Steward Tribers. You get practical experiences, and then you'll be very grateful, like, wow, where have I been all this while? Thank you all for being here. See you in our next class.